Well, hi there and good morning, you cowgirls and cowboys, you rootin' tootin' shootin' stock shooting experts out there. Today is November 24th, 2019. This is Dennis Hudson at orangequant.com. And I want to talk to you about fear of flying. For many years, I have been afraid of overnight trades and swing trades because I feared Gapdowns at open, Gapdowns over the weekend. I was terrified of that stuff, and I think a lot of you are, and for good reason. So I'm going to talk about this statistically and completely remove your fears. Now, this will not cover the notorious pink sheets, which, unless you are very skilled, you shouldn't even be touching anyway. But it does cover all the NYSE and NASDAQ stocks. Now, before I get further into this and show you the actual stats, here is my disclaimer. And here we go. Trading is risky. Never risk more than you can afford to lose. Do your own due diligence and always, always, always use stop losses. And here's all that in a more legalistic form. Please pause the video and read every single precious word. Now, I'm going to take a wild guess here and say this is the sort of thing that we all fear. This kind of gap down at open. Now, in this stock, Sycon or CYCN, I can't even remember the company name, you see the gap down from the close one day. It was up around 1350, and then it gapped down. It opened the next day to just under $4. That is truly a catastrophe, and you see this most often, of course, in biotech stocks. But it can happen in other kinds of stocks too. So this is what keeps us all awake nights and why we don't like swing trading, overnight trading, weekend trading. But one thing I did notice about this, and I just want to comment on it in passing, actually pre-market here, if your broker allowed you pre-market to trade and you were in this stock, you actually could have got out pre-market around 12, the way it looked to me. So you wouldn't have had quite as big a hit. Anyhow, if your broker doesn't let you trade pre-market, get yourself another broker. Okay, I said to keep this short and sweet, and what I did was I surveyed through, I have a Thinkorswim platform, and I scanned through about 2,600 stocks using certain parameters of volume and price, and here are the results that I found. Okay, out of more than 2,600 stocks, or roughly 2,600, 0 of them had a gap down that day of 30% or more, and only 3 had gap downs of 20% or more. And here's the list of them: Vicra, Bizy, and Imlint, and I give you the details on that. Now, I decided to kind of look into this further, and here is a summary of those results. Again, of about 2,600 stocks, the parameters were $2 to $100 a share, minimum 10 simple moving average volume of 150,000 shares, which I realize is a very low number, but it gave me good overall numbers. So when I did that, I found that there were 19 stocks that were greater than 5%, and these numbers don't quite add up because I did this on 2 different days, like one day and then the next day. Anyway, greater than or equal to 5% opening gap, 19 results, and you can see the further numbers. Greater than or equal to 10%, you got 12 results, and greater than or equal, so on and so on. So maybe now, and when you look at this, if you just say, okay, I got like 20 bad results, that were greater than 5%, that's like less than 1% of the universe of stocks that we were looking at, this 2609 here. So you can throw away those sleeping pills and get yourself some rest and stop having fear of flying. Go ahead and do the overnight trade, do the weekend trade. Why not? Anyway, it's Dennis, and I wish you well at orangequant.com. I was going to make this a much longer video where I wanted to kind of hype something that I'm going to be selling soon. You know, I haven't been selling anything for years now, but I've been testing something very, very carefully, and it really works well. So probably a bit later I'm going to be bringing up a video here that will outline that for you. And it looks like I'll be doing it as a class type thing in a chat room or a trading room someplace. So stay tuned, get yourself some good rest. Dennis Hudson, over and out.